So I'm doing a little tour of my home office setup. I'm in the front of the house, right off some of the main living areas. I have glassed-in doors that go into the office, which is nice. Little name tag from my daughter from Father's Day. One of the nice things about being on the first floor is that I can shut the door and still see through to the kitchen and see what the kids are up to and the dogs are up to and stuff like that. So I can see when they're trying to act wild. I can also sit and look out the front window, see if people are pulling up to the house or people are walking by, look at the weather, stuff like that. A lot of really nice sunlight, so those are two key pieces of this. So starting off with the front doors, all right, good lighting in here, good fans, so good circulation. Whiteboard's key. The whiteboard was just tagged up because of Father's Day, so that's that. A little fold-out table that's been in the family forever. A bunch of bins for dumping electronics back from when I was teaching 8th grade, so those things are all very old. Bunch of little journals and sketch pads, pretty much grab and go all the time. MacBook Pro for video editing and stuff like that, and playing with the kids. Textbook I'm using for class now, some kinetic sand and how to code a sandcastle for a project this summer. Tool poster, chair, big comfy chair. That's basically sit and read. A lot of times the kids will just come in and hang out there if I'm sitting here doing some work. Back wall is a chalkboard wall, which I thought would be a really great back screen for the office. It's not, because I'm very pale. Little file cabinet that painted black so it would hide in the corner. On top of it, you probably can't see it, but I have a candle. My wife brings in candles. We really don't burn them in here, but basically just to make the room smell a little bit better. Lights in the corner. One of my favorite things about this office is I set up the lights so I can turn on the lights with the little remote, and then I can change the color of the lights depending on what I'm doing. So most times I'll keep it at a blue or purple or whatever as a background or at night, to try and help with the eyes. But then also during the day, if I need to, or if I'm doing video, I can turn on that. And what's nice is I also have the same thing built into my desk up here. So the one remote does everything. So I'm pretty happy about that. Little Edgar Allan Poe print that we had an artist make in Jersey, so love that. Moving over to the desk, I have a computer that I built. Tried using Linux on it for a while, couldn't get it to work, so now I have Windows working on it for the most part. So basically nice big computer, a lot of hard drive space, chair that I found in someone's front yard in the trash one day, a lot of hand-me-down and give them up rugs and mats. So a little footrest here, a little pad that I can step on and try and relieve pressure on my feet. The computer, basically a little baker's rack. I've underneath hidden GoPros and video cameras and stuff like that. Cameras on top. I already talked about the light up here. Pretty much it's set up so that it's looking at the corner so it can backfill. So if I'm on a video conference and it's dark, I can turn on the light and the light will come from behind the webcam. And I can move that around because it's on an arm, but if I need to and I'm just doing some work, I can turn it low or turn it off. So love that. Couple books, journal. My journal's here. Headphones, earbuds are mandatory. Place to write down some stuff. Mic is a mandatory. Have to have a good mic for web conferences, video conferences. Little wireless mouse and a keyboard, pretty normal. Nice giant screen. Normally I would just have a dual monitor, but this is a nice wide, ultra wide monitor. I'm playing around with having the other monitor on the top of it. Not sure how I feel about it right now. because it's so wide. It seems like it's better to have the monitor on top as opposed to on the left or right. But I like having that extra monitor to place stuff elsewhere. Normally, like I said, I'd have a dual monitor, but it's sort of nice having just the ultra wide. Just random leftover speakers. Those are very, very old, and they connect to a subwoofer underneath. So a little speaker system. That is a Google Wi-Fi hub. So we have a mesh network. And what's nice is I can plug the Ethernet into that hub, so I can get pretty good connection speeds as opposed to just straight up wireless. So we have 3 or 4 of those hubs, those towers in the house. And then the last thing here is this is a stand-up desk. So what's nice is I can sit here and do work, and then if I realize that I've been here a little bit too long, I can hit the button and basically make it a little stand-up desk. Still keep my work done, pull the pad out or pull the little massage pad out so I can try and work the kinks out of my feet and stuff like that, but basically get up off my butt. So that's a little bit of a tour of my office. Some things are still in a state of flux, but for the most part, this works out well for me. This has been my home for the last couple months, and I have a feeling it's going to be my home for the next couple months. So hopefully that gives you some ideas. Let me know what you think. All right, have a good day.